My content's for educational purposes only. Can't stress enough for you guys to do your own research. Praise my content. Throw in the areas you find in the comments. None of us have been alive long enough to know all that transpired in the past. And none of us have lived long enough to know, none of us can live long enough to know all there is to learn. Let me clear myself out before I get started. Excuse me. All right, that's better. Hey man, listen to yourself. And when I say that, I don't mean as opposed to what someone outside of yourself or external to you is suggesting or trying to, influence you to do. I mean, listen to yourself. Thoughts have a vibrational frequency. They also have a vibration. These things you can feel. So, when your higher self, gives you an inner nudge, or when you're going about your business doing whatever it is that you should do, and a feeling come across you, maybe at the same time or directly preceding you hearing from within yourself, don't do that. Leave that shit alone. You might want to listen. You just might want to listen. That is nothing more than your intuition, i.e. your higher nature, relaying a message to you. I can remember time, a long time of my life, I ignored that intuition, that higher self, those nudges, and it caused me to have to, go through a bunch of trials and tribulations. I no longer ignore it. Then when you factor in all of the divisive programming and programs sponsored by your good old government, MK Ultra, ETC, and other programs similar, you really need to and have to come to a point whereby you are in tune with yourself, or you're in process of getting more in tune with self. I know a lot of people don't subscribe to spirituality and all that comes with spirituality. The unseen entities, unseen beings. doesn't take from the reality of them existing. Also, there are such things as spiritual and universal law. So why would there be spiritual law if there were no spirits? Not to mention, since we're on that type of subject matter, you have several bodies. I've touched on this in previous videos. You have an emotional body. You have a mental body. You have an etheric body. You also have your physical body. And you also need to critically analyze things you see or encounter in movies. It's a reason why they cost so much to make. It's deeper than just the equipment and paying extras and cast members. There's a lot of research that goes into things that they project imagery of in these movies. Way deeper than entertainment, people. Way deeper. Anyway, getting back to the subject matter, you gotta listen. You gotta start listening to yourself. Never compromise once you've gained control over yourself. Never compromise that. Never forego that. Never give that control and power over yourself to another, external to you. You got to utilize your own mind. That's why it was given to you. That's why it's within you. That's why it's a part of you. Why is it important for me to make a video about something so seemingly insignificant? Because, I understand that, things that others' opinions may be of that understanding. Well, he ain't got no business knowing. How's he gonna know that? Or how does he know that? I'm just walking my own path. You gotta walk yours. But be mindful of the decisions you, within the scope of free knowledge we've all been given, decide to make. It's just like when you get that pack, it's go time. Once you make a decision, given the free will that we were all as humans or mankind, given the capacity to do, to make, it's go time. You set things in motion. Once you act on those decisions, you set certain energetic things in motion. So, being as though nobody can Well, that's not always true either. Excuse me. Sometimes the decisions you make can affect others. But given the possible ramifications of your decisions, I would be the sole author of said decisions. You know, because not only do your decisions affect you, they could also, you know, collaterally affect others. Little something off topic, slightly. Um, be sure, you know, and this is for those whose feet specifically fit this shoe. Be cautious of your ego. The ego has been known to land people in many fucked up positions, including the grave. So, you know, don't allow, you know, your ego to put you in a fucked up situation or a situation that you could potentially not be able to escape or come out of. Happens all the time. And sadly, today's society perpetuates such ignorance. They also benefit from it as well on multiple levels and facets. But main thing, I'm gonna get back to the subject is, man, you know, exercise due care. When making your decisions on what you plan on doing, the intentions behind what you plan on doing, and what you ultimately put into motion based off of thoughts you have, whether they're a product of you or some type of projective thoughts, for lack of a better term. Didn't plan on this to be a long video. I just wanted to, you know, put that out there because that was a thought, you know, throughout my day. That thought came to my mind, you know, and I decided to briefly touch on that. Because, you know, once you put things in motion, you pretty much got to be built to deal with the consequences of what you set in motion. And I know it's a whole bunch of you bad motherfuckers out there. I used to be a bad motherfucker too. You know, when I was younger and had much less wisdom, So hopefully y'all having a good time, enjoying yourselves, and being safe in your activities and travels. Um, and that's about it for now, man. I'll catch y'all on the next go round.